sou o Gringo da Suécia. Imagina que você não possa dormir. As chances é que provavelmente você não vai acordar. Agora vamos ver um jovem que não possa dormir.
He can breathe on his own during the day, but not when he goes to sleep.
Doctors believed he wouldn't live for longer than 6 weeks. It was like, oh right, okay, game on.
You all right?
O menino tem desde 7 anos de idade, chama Liam Derbyshire e tem uma condição extremamente rara que afeta apenas 1.500 pessoas, cara, no mundo inteiro, cada ano.
Your foot, mate.
Liam has a condition called congenital central hyperventilation syndrome, or Ondine's curse. Ondine was a fairy, and he was cursed that if he ever fell asleep, he would die because he wouldn't breathe. So we rely on a machine to make him breathe, and without that machine, he wouldn't be alive.
Imagina ser mãe e pai e você tem que confiar numa máquina para manter o seu filho ao vivo cada noite, né? Ele, cara...
Okay, comfy.
Bom, a condição afeta funções como a pressão de sangue, o coração, a respiração e pode aumentar riscos. Caramba!
If you ask me if I had a good night's sleep, the answer is no. Not since the day he was born, to be quite frank.
You don't know from one day to the next, 1 minute to the next minute, whether he's going to have a seizure, an episode, he's going to get tired, he can collapse on you at any time. I always remember one senior nurse saying to me many times, it will get easier as he gets older. That is the biggest load of rubbish going, because it does not get easier. If anything, it gets harder. You go from having what you think is a normal child to someone who actually gets rarer by the day because he's surviving so long as he is.
Cara, eu acabei de realizar que esse jovem não pode nem dormir por 5 ou 10 minutos. Ele não tem a chance de tirar um power nap, né? Se vai chegar depois de um dia tão cansativo do trabalho e, vou só dormir por uns 15 minutos. Cara, esse menino não consiga fazer isso. Isso faz sentido. Então, cada noite ele confia numa máquina, né? Para manter ele ao vivo. E ele também tem um cuidador, selador, né? Que fica mantendo a olho na máquina. Imagina se a máquina quebra. E também dele, né? A pessoa fica de olho nele, se ele está respirando, se ele está vivo, se está tudo bem com a máquina, sabe? Caramba!
Basically, Liam's sleeping arrangements are the electric bed, which has 3 positions in order to give him some quality of sleep. There's a plate underneath the mattress that will sense after 12 bursts of fitting. The idea is that this ventilator supplies positive pressure so that his lungs are forced to exhale. If ever Anybody has sort of had the night dream where you're falling off a cliff? That's your body telling you your phrenic nerve is alarming and it makes you take a deep breath. So equating to that, that's his condition. He has that all the time. It's also his room, so you've got his PlayStation, his sat TV, then obviously Liam's big forte is his Lego, which is all around the room.
Cara, isso é o Lego dele? Meu Jesus, é tão... Quando eu construí o Lego, quando eu era criança, eu nem cheguei nem perto de uma construção de Lego assim.
We are hoping to put a hobbit trap up in the lot for me.
His mental state is unknown, to be perfectly frank. We don't know which is the spectrum, so where it starts and where it finishes.
He can build these incredible Lego models, and there's thousands and thousands of parts, and yet he can put that all together.
I do build them all my own. I just get down to the wire, okay, I get to
He'll check the Lego websites to see if there's any new ones out, and you know full well what's coming on either his birthday or Christmas list.
Cara, ele faz tudo sozinho. Cara, quando eu era criança eu fiz pirâmide, né? Eu coloquei tudo em cima de um do outro e fiz um pirâmide tão simples. Ele... Cara, ele... inteligente, né?
Which is your favourite one, Liam?
all of them, all of them, to be fair.
Liam's 17, nearly 18, so it's a big birthday this year. He's an annoying, grumpy teenager, so he's no different to any other teenager. But he does have a sense of humour. He's very caring. He's got a really soft side. He has one older brother, 3 half-sisters. His 2 older sisters, they've both got children, so he's got 8 nieces and nephews.
Me and Liam, we do a lot of things together. We play with the trains, build Lego.
Did look so good.
Wasn't it the Flying Scotsman?
Yeah.
He loves trains. You ask him anything about trains, he'll tell you. Yeah. Like, some people don't understand what he says, but I do. You just got to take a bit more time and proper listen to what he says to understand and fully be aware of what he's saying.
Life expectancy wise for Liam, nobody knows for sure, but
You cannot regret or have any remorse about the life he's had, because he wouldn't have had it. If we'd have listened to some of the doctors, by rights he shouldn't even be alive now. We never really thought we'd get this far.
Liam's living proof that there's always hope. The future for Liam, I would say, is it's not going to be totally independent, but with us two, it's going to be as independent as we could possibly make it.
It's 18 years since we started this journey, you see.
Yeah, I don't regret any day of it.
Cara, ele tem mãe e pai incrível, família incrível, cuidando dele. E ele, olha a alegria no rosto dele. Cara, é um jovem tão feliz. Ele tem muito a dar pro mundo, né? Imagina ser mãe e pai. Eu ia me preocupar todos os dias. Será que meu filho vai acordar amanhã? Será que ele tá bem? Deus me livre, Deus do céu, cara, isso é incrível o que a família dele faz por ele, né? E ele parece tão inteligente. Olha só no Lego que ele construiu sozinho mesmo e tá procurando nos sites para ver se tem novos construções. Cara, eu só lembro quando eu era criança, quando eu construí o Lego, eu só tinha... Cara, eu fiz caças tão simples, pirâmide. Foi. Eu não tinha aquele mente de matemática ou física, não, mas esse jovem, cara, ele é esperto. Então, galera, foi o vídeo de hoje, um pouquinho diferente do que eu costumo fazer no canal. Espero que você tenha gostado. E se gostou, dá o seu like aí, inscreva no canal se você é novo também, e me dá dicas dos vídeos que você quer ver no canal. E até mais nos próximos vídeos. Tchau!